Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Neutopia. And here we are in the Sky Realm, or the Sky Sphere, in what I'm assuming to be either the last area of this game or the second to last area, considering that there's still that big door to open after we get the last two gems from here. So last time we knocked out the 6th dungeon and opened up this new area in one of the weirdest and most frustrating ways that could ever be done. I totally dropped the ball after defeating the boss, and their little Plan B contraceptive to ruin my day totally paid off, so that was a lot more than what I could handle at that time. But I'm feeling good about things today. I'm all about getting to explore a new area that has really cool music, by the way. I'm pretty excited for that. And I like this whole kind of sky area sort of thing. You don't see enough games take advantage of, like, the sky-based stuff, and it's kind of cool. Jazita, I must tell you the news. Dirth has left for his den in the North Pole. Oh my god, Dirth is Santa! He has ventured out of his chamber in the climactic castle and up to the north. He is holding the princess captive in his sealed crypt. Go now and rescue her, okay? Well, we'll just have to do that then, I suppose. Where are we going? We need to go this way. So let's follow where we're supposed to go here. So let's just talk about something here. I've had something it's been bothering me for a couple hours. So in a little mini segment that has not happened since the glory days of Gran Turismo, welcome to Adam's Health Tips, where you learn shit whether you like it or not. Bing bing. Let's read this first, though. The climactic castle in the sky is actually floating on a bed of clouds. It was built with the virtues and wisdom of our forefathers to support it. It's a magnificent sight, only now Dirth has tainted its pure image with his presence. Well, I guess we're gonna have to tell that guy to cut that shit out at some point now, aren't we? Okay, we need to not go this... Wow! What a bouncing purple demons! They're like the satanic brothers of Barney. And giant evil grasshoppers with space helmets on. At least that's what they look like. I don't like how there's like these little like detour paths down here on every single one of these. I feel like I have to travel down these, but I don't want to do that just yet. So I had this lady come in today, and she's like, I've told you stories about her before. She's just fucking weird. She loves to do anything that she can do to just like confuse you and piss you off. Since you are such a great warrior, I will give you a hint to direct you. Go down the stairway to the south if you want to reach the first crypt of the castle. Okay, well then I guess we're gonna do that then, aren't we? And so, she always just like asks these really obscure questions that nobody else would really ever ask for any reason. And I'll give you a little crash course on watching out, you'll learn about it in the middle of it. So, she comes in and she's talking about like, she's like, so, guess who was born with no probiotics in their system? Probiotics are little organisms in your body that fight off... they're like what makes up about 70% of your immune system, in case you're wondering, by the way. Adam's Crash Course in Health. Yeehaw. Most of your immune system is based in your gut, so get ready for that. But, so she's talking about... Well, she's like, guess who was born with none of that in their system? My dad cracked a joke. He's like, I don't know, Helen Keller? She's like, no, what would you think that? It's like, well... What, are you talking about you? She's like, yeah! It's like, well, how are we supposed to know that you're talking about yourself? Because I guarantee you'd be one of those situations where if we said you, you'd take total offense to it and think that we're assholes. Hold on a second. Ah, secret room. I know what's going on here. Aha! How about that? Ooh, secret stuff. Our hero Jazita has the medicine of vitality! Alright, we've been looking for one of those for a long time. Can we go in here? I would love to. May this be the only one of these in the entire game that you can't just walk into? All the rest of the busted-ass fireplaces in here allow you to do that. So, she's saying something about how when she was born, she had, like, no immune system whatsoever, and that now, because that happened, now her colon is like the same thing as one that an infant has because she was never born with infant, bacterial cultures in her ass or whatever. And so she's like on this kick saying that, in order for her to to fix her problem, she needs to take an infant-strength probiotic, which makes absolutely no sense. It's like, well, okay, so if you're worried about your colon, like, not working properly, you should probably take an adult potency one, because you're an adult and you need that. The demons in the sphere of the sky are Dearth's toughest. Make good use of the magic ring to help you out of a bind. Well, luckily, I've got one of those. Thanks for the tip there, buddy. Now I'll know that we may need to use that at some point. So, this just screams door to go into. Hey, how about that? It's a great guess. Oh, this guy's selling more of them. The good doctor of medicine is here once again to cure your every ill. But we don't have enough gold because we died so many fucking times in the last episode that we don't have even enough money for that anymore. So I'm telling her, well, if you want to fix that, you need to take a really strong, like, adult dose probiotic. She's like, well, that's not going to do anything for me. It's like, why not? She's like, well, my body wouldn't even know what to do with that because I never had the infant ones when I was younger. It's like, but you're not an infant anymore. Like, that's not going to benefit you enough. An adult requires a lot stronger cultures than an infant because that's just how it works. Your body requires more stuff. She's like, I just don't think, like, where do you know that information from? Who told you that? I was like, the companies that make these things. Well, where'd they get that information from? Oh, I don't know. Fucking doctors? The strongest shield is concealed. Ah, so we have another shield yet to get. Is concealed in the rooms of the labyrinth not far from here. The shield will give you the power to reflect the onslaught of the wizard. Oh, great. Well, looks like we're gonna need that then, otherwise we're gonna be shit up a creek. So we need to go take this upper direction here. And so... Aha! What have we here? Another bomb? Bomb-tastic time here? Oh, damn it. Of course it's the other one. She's like, well, where'd you get that information from? It's like, from the companies that make it. Well, where do they get that information from? Oh, I don't know. Fucking the doctors that make these things for them? Well, it's like, so I asked her, I was like, where did you get the information that you need to take an infant-strength probiotic to fix your problem? She's like, well, I don't know. It just makes more sense, because it's like, you do realize that an adult-strength probiotic is going to be the same thing as an infant one, but it's going to be about 30 times stronger, right? You are aware of this. She's like, well, but my body needs to have... It's like, they're the same thing! They are the same exact thing, you know? It's like, they're just... Your body, if you want to heal your problem, you need to take stronger stuff. That is how it works. Whoa. These things look like robots. Big old robots. So, yeah, and she just, like, totally disregarded all of the information that I went out of my way to give her for, you know, something that she thought was more correct, and then it's going to be a matter of when it ends up not working for her the way that she wants it to, she's going to totally blame it on me. What a gallant guy! I would love to be able to help you. Let me cure your wounds by getting on my knees and licking all of the areas in and around your penis. And that will heal your wounds, because we know that that's how that works. Ah! You still going the right... Well, okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I guess this will probably work to an extent. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. The only way to find out is by finding out. Look at that guy, it's just a giant walking fly. That'd be creepy. Hey, look where we are. Already at dungeon number 1 here. He looks so innocent, you know? Is this G for... It must be G for dearth. Or G for get out of here. Okay, let's just check this place out. Ugh! What the hell? They, like, turn their bodies inside out. That is weird. I don't like any part of that at all. That is extra awkward. But yeah, so it's just another one of those matters of, like, why are you asking me for advice when I know that you're not going to take it? That's just something that pisses me off in general. Ugh, God, my stomach. I'm just so full from the Indian food I had for lunch today, I can't even, like, handle my life right now. What the hell? He's so fast! Oh my god. Okay, so how are we gonna pull this off? Okay, we're good. So, Yeah, that was just a moment that pissed me off today, and, like, I'm sitting here, like, telling her everything, and she's just, like, blatantly disregarding it. Then the other thing I want to talk about, even though I probably shouldn't talk about it because it's politics, and one thing you never talk about anywhere is politics, because you're bound to piss somebody off. But I figured to talk about it just because it's like a giant buzzword, and it's been on my mind all day, but I don't know how many of you guys follow sports. As you guys obviously know very well, I do, and so it's kind of a big... Oh my god, we're just totally killing everybody. That was really cool. It's just boom, 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 boom. Man, that was extra awesome. I wonder if I can go into that thing. Like a little mini bonus level or so. Ah, okay, yeah, we need to not be in there. It's just the endless onslaught of people. I'm gonna burn you to death. Oh, I will take your bombs. Now that I think about it, I totally never went and saw that guy that's supposed to increase our bomb holding capacity. So that kind of sucks. But, you know, we're hanging in there, so it's really, how bad is it? Let's check this out. Can we blow up this wall? So, I'm sure that at some point or another, you guys have probably heard about this whole Donald Sterling racism thing in basketball, where everybody's just fucking up in arms over it. And he finally got indefinitely suspended and banned from basketball for the rest of his probably not long life remaining at this point. So there's that for the whole like racist comments that he told his girlfriend or whatever. And it's just been this whole giant mess that has just caused all sorts of issues everywhere. And I started thinking about it. It's like, so they banned him from basketball for making... I mean, obviously I don't agree with racism. Let's not even get anywhere into this saying that I'm trying to defend this guy, because I'm not. I mean, there's definitely... Racism is definitely not a tight thing. Like, not at all. There's no room in the world for that anywhere. Obviously, this guy, he's like 80 years old, so he was, you know, he lived his life in a time where that was kind of going on a lot. But they're banning him for racist remarks that he never made to any players or any of his faculty or staff or anything, in kind of the privacy of his own home, which is just a weird thing to me. Like, so he never actually, like, it was made public knowledge by one of his mistresses or whatever, but I don't understand, like, why they're banning him. It's like, pretty much saying, well, you know, we don't like what you did, so we're gonna take away, you know, your well, he's still like an owner of a team in the league, and I don't feel like they really had, like, I understand the suspension and the giant fine, but I don't really know what I feel about this whole taking his team away type of stuff. Like, it's not really solving anything. Like, I understand, like, you know, you're saying that you're not going to tolerate racism or whatever, but that's not going to make racism go away. It's just not. And, like, the girl that sold off that audio tape to TMZ, obviously, she's, like, not really an American hero either. Like, obviously, she has no respect for his privacy. Because, like, that's totally a messed up thing on its own behalf, is that she privately recorded his conversation without him knowing about it, and I guarantee you she sold that to TMZ. Like, she's gonna just walk in there and be like, hey guys, guess what I've got for you? It's a good old-fashioned racism recording that he totally had my permission to bring to you guys to ruin his career as a businessman. So, I mean, even though they're gonna take his team away, no matter how long it's gonna take for that whole thing to happen, he's still probably gonna end up, you know, he's gonna make a shitload of money by selling the team in general. And then, not only that, he's probably gonna end up suing her for, you know, invasion of privacy for that whole debacle, and he's gonna make a buttload of money there. So, I mean, the people may have gotten him out of the league for the whole racism thing there, but that doesn't necessarily mean, I mean, they won, but they didn't. Like, it's a win-win situation for that guy no matter what happens out of this, because he's 80-something years old. Like, if anything came out of this, the guy just came up on an ass load of money. And, you know, he doesn't have to worry about the everyday, you know, workings of owning a team anymore. Like, he can just sit back and relax, knowing that, you know, he may be a racist and people will hate him, but that guy's got like $1 billion. So what does he really care what people say at this point anymore? The whole thing is just a mess. Like, there's definitely no room in the world for racism. Like, that concept never should have really ever happened in the first place in the world, but it did. And it's just like, I just don't feel like the league should have taken away his property. Like, he owns that team. Like if you want to force him to sell the team, allow like the fans to do that. Like, have them, you know, boycott going there. Have the fans and the players do it. Don't like have the league just be like, well, you have racist beliefs, we're just gonna take your team away from you. Like, I don't feel like that's how things should work. I mean, that'd be like saying, because let's be honest, a lot of us have views about things that if other people knew about them, they'd probably get pissed off and want to fire you from your job too. But so say something like, say you were a racist, for instance, and you worked at like, or like you ran a company or whatever, and you were talking about how you don't like a certain group of people in the privacy of your own home to your wife or whatever, and she recorded it and, you know, told somebody about it, and they made it public knowledge. Would you, like, how upset would you be if you were forced to give up ownership of your own business because of your own beliefs that you told somebody in private? I just, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that whole thing. Like, again, the racism thing shouldn't fly anywhere. Like, it's definitely all bad. I don't think that people should have the ability to just take away your own property for stuff like that. It's just kind of a weird gray area. But it's going to be interesting to see how things play out in that whole situation over the next while, because obviously it's gonna take probably a couple of years, maybe. It's definitely, like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand how that process even... What the hell? I don't feel like a lot of people understand how that process works. I feel like everybody's just expecting that, you know, now that he's been banned from the game, that all of a sudden, hey, he's gonna sell the team and it's gonna be a done deal in no time at all. But that's not how it's gonna work. Like, he's not just gonna immediately sell it. Like, what if he decides to fight it? He could draw this thing out for years. So people can boycott that all they want, but are people really going to boycott going to Los Angeles Clippers games for a year straight? I don't think so. I don't feel like people have that level of patience at all. I really don't. No. This is all bad. Okay. Now this is the area of this dungeon that's intriguing to me, is because I don't really know how to get through this room. This is the weird thing. Yeah, burn the bugs to death. So yeah, by the way, sorry for totally boring you guys to tears with the whole politics thing. I just I've been really intrigued about that whole thing just all day today. It's just something that I don't know. I like hearing. Actually, if you guys want to talk about it, feel free to mention your opinion in the comments section if you would so much like to do that. So I don't know. I like hearing people's opinions on stuff. So I feel like there's something that I'm missing. Ah! Okay, that's not gonna work. Hold on a second. Okay, let's go the other direction. I feel like that probably should be. Maybe we need to go here first. I think there's like another item that we need. Oh no. Okay. I get it. Oh, okay. So we turn them into these guys instead, huh? Okay. This is not particularly what I had in mind. So yeah, my question for you guys is, do you feel like, you know, the way that the league punished him, if you even follow sports, of course, do you feel like the way that they punished him was the right way to do it? What's happening with this guy? Stop time, and yet he's still totally tripping out over there. Yeah, so do you feel like the league punished him correctly, or do you feel like there was a different way they should have gone about it? Like me. I think that they should have, like, I totally understand, like, the suspension, and, you know, like, and you know, the giant fine of money, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with them really trying to go at him at in the way of making him, like, forcing him to get rid of his own property of the team. Let's go down here. The other thing too is, like, what they're gonna do if they're gonna go to, like, the board of governors, which is all of the league owners, and they're gonna, you know, have a vote on whether he should get. Let's see, the strongest shields within the walls of this labyrinth, but there's a problem. Even the crystal ball cannot see within all the rooms of this eerie dungeon. Use your bombs to destroy all the walls where you think there might be a hidden room. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. I've got an idea. How's about one of these rooms? Da-da! Ah, okay, well, it's probably not in here then. But say they take it to a vote, asking, you know, the other owners in the league, you know, what do you think that he should be gone? Well, I mean, obviously, most of the owners in the league have made it public knowledge that they don't like this guy. So obviously, it's going to be a pretty lopsided thing in the way that most of them are going to want him gone. But say there's an owner that doesn't, and that knowledge goes public. Now you're going to have a totally other giant mess on your hands, because say fans of that team, you know, catch wind of that. Now you're going to have another total uproar of people being like, well, our owner needs to go because he's supporting a guy that's racist. Well, now you're going to have this giant thing that's going to be, you're just going to have, I mean, maybe it won't happen, like, it's kind of an extreme case, but just, like, what if it does? And this could be a foreseeable absolute mess in every way that you can cut it. So, I mean, it was interesting to see how, you know, the new commissioner for the NBA decided to say that, you know, we're not going to take this sitting down, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of a slippery slope to see where this is going to go from here. So that's all I'm saying. I thought the whole way that this unfolded was pretty wild. So that's my opinion on this whole thing. So there we go. That was Adam's politics-filled episode of the world that we live in today, and there you have it. So in a nutshell, Donald Sterling's totally an asshole to the highest degree of things. All right, so what the hell are we supposed to do here? No! God, I hate this guy so much. There we go. Hey, it even gave me one back. See, this is a problem. I don't know how we're gonna pull this off. God, I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know why I did that. Okay. I know. So we're in this room, but I don't know. I'm obviously not thinking that we're gonna be able to just blow through this wall. It doesn't seem like it would work that way. No. Okay, so what are we sitting up for time? I totally just spaced that altogether. Oh my god, okay, this has been a really long video. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Since we're in a room where there's not anybody hanging around here, when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Neutopia, we're going to kind of try to figure out where to go from here, because there's some rooms that aren't showing up in here that we need to try to find. So that will be our objective next time. So there's that. I'm kind of intrigued to see what you guys say about this whole Donald Sterling thing. 'Cause it's just, I don't know, it's a big thing right now. They're talking about it everywhere, even like in non-sports related media, because it's a big thing. So yeah, that's what's going on. But I'm going to head off to the gym because I haven't done it in a while and I'm starting to get fat from all the beer and food. So I will talk to you guys next time. Until then, AMF saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.